We're in the Denali today. We're gonna get this thing leveled. We're gonna head over to Delete Innovations and get everything started. I told Mondo I'd be there at 9 o'clock, and look at that, we're right on time. Right on time or what? 9 o'clock. What you think?
This thing is beautiful.
Maybe it's time for you to get one.
Maybe.
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 Yeah, I got all the Kryptonite parts in the back. What is up, guys? I'm here with Armando, and today we're going to be installing this Kryptonite Leveling Kit on this 2021 GMC Sierra 2500 Denali. Basically, this Kryptonite Leveling Kit consists of the upper control arms from Kryptonite, keys. We opt to go with the Fox 2.0 setup. So we got the Fox 2.0 shocks, and we have the Kryptonite upper control arms and the keys. And the reason why we went with the Fox 2.0, usually I prefer Bisteins over Fox just because of the softer quality or softer ride quality. However, my dad does live up in Northern Virginia where it snows pretty close to DC, so every time they hear that it's gonna snow, they cover the roads with salt. His stock Rancho shock rusted out in 2 winters, so he wanted to go with aluminum shocks so that way he didn't have to really worry about them rusting out in 2 winters. So that's why we got these. And obviously, Kryptonite has lifetime warranty, and they're probably known for one of the best aftermarket upper control arms. Why would you recommend Kryptonite?
It's just tough all the way around. I mean, you can't beat the quality, the price, and the warranty. And they install really good. All their hardware is top of the line stuff. Their bushings are great, and they got replaceable parts. So if something were to go down, you can find parts immediately for them.
Heck yeah! What he means by that is the ball joints. A lot like the factory ball joints, they're pressed in, so you gotta press them out. However, it's literally like 4 nuts and bolts holding the ball joints on the Kryptonite ones. Yeah, but I've heard nothing but good things about Kryptonite's warranty as well. I mean, I've even heard of some people having surface rust on their control arm and then contacted Kryptonite and they literally sent them brand new ones. So, which is really cool. But I got these 2 days earlier than I was supposed to. So far I've been really impressed. I've been really impressed by their packaging too. I'm a sucker for the way things are presented, and these are way more impressive than the way Cognito arms come in. So far I'm a huge fan of Kryptonite, and Armando's gonna get started with the installation. What you doing there, bud? The cameraman decided to show up finally. My unpaid intern.
Hold on. So you're doing this. Let me show them what I did last night.
Go ahead and show them what you did last night.
Yeah, everybody. I know that's way lower. So last night I lowered my truck, and in the process damaged a bunch of things. So last night when I was trying to get the knuckle off, I ended up damaging my lower ball joints, and then somehow on the passenger side I damaged the wheel bearing. So I've got to replace the ball joints today, the wheel bearing, and possibly put a spacer on here or get some of this trimmed up. That way I can drive down the road, because you can see right here where it was scrubbing. That way I can actually turn into places. But yeah, I unlifted the first lifted Warlock. That's what we did yesterday. Well, I did yesterday. I sat out in the freezing cold, and I'll have a video about that on my channel hopefully in the next couple days. But anyways,
Like welding it on, and then grinding it smooth, and then painting back over it.
Yeah. Just show them.
Yeah.
The damage.
Dude, it's
assembling the Kryptonite control arms. You want to put the ball joints on the bottom if it's going to be for lifted or leveled application. If it's going to be stock height, you want to put the ball joints on the top. And then the torque specs for these, are 22 pounds. They send you this really helpful.
Is it 22 inch pounds or 22 foot pounds?
Foot pounds.
There you go.
20,
That's a big difference.
22 Uggas. And then, yeah, so they'd send you this whole assembly installation guide, which is really helpful. Instructions. Yeah, they make it super easy for you to install it. Kind of like Legos, so it's kind of fun assembling everything. This is why you do Kryptonite's upper control arm. So this is at full droop, obviously. The control arms are resting on the bump stop on the factory arm right here. And then if we go head over to the Kryptonite side, which we just finished, boom, still 2 inches of room at full droop. So once we set it on the ground, turn the keys up.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
So once we drop the truck, turn the keys up, we're probably gonna turn the keys up to maybe like 2 inches, so that way we're not cranking it up too much, because we don't want to sacrifice the ride quality, but we just want it to be really close to being leveled.
When I put the leveling kit on there, it's barely touched. Like, I'm gonna probably have like half an inch to an inch. That's a bunch of room.
I don't know. That's why you did Kryptonite.
Well, I have a Ram, sir, so I can't do that.
Yeah, I should have bought a real truck.
I know, man. Well, you're gonna give me crap about that, but you know.
Armando likes it.
Hey, I'll get there eventually.
Oh god, I can't wait. We have the stock control arms versus the Kryptonite. You can really see the difference when you hold it side by side. This one is flat, and the Kryptonite one has that little contour right there, that little curvature, which gives you that extra angle.
Dude, those stock arms look so bad.
I know, these look so lame compared to these.
You versus the guy she told you not to worry about.
Exactly. Duramax versus Cummins. Am I right?
Yep.
Whoa, no, come on. You know what? Be easy.
Truck around the block, still drives straight. Obviously need to get it an alignment done because it's towed in a little bit on both sides. Honestly, it rides. Leveling kit's got a lot of crap, right? Because a lot of people say that it ruins the ride quality and blah blah blah. But if you do it right, and to me, ride quality is very subjective. For some people, they might notice the difference, but for the most part, I don't think a lot of people are going to notice the difference if you do it right. I've heard people say, you know, it actually improved the ride quality by going with Kryptonite arms and Bistein shocks. I've heard other people say it's the same. So to me, it's very subjective, and in my opinion, I think it rides just as good. Armando's just adding his extra touch by making sure it is completely leveled out. What you think?
Perfect.
Perfect?
Yep.
All right.
Ready to go.
Yeah, thank you so much. Up next, we gotta go get some tires from Tires Plus. And while we put the tires, it's gonna get an alignment done.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe buy some merch.
So here we have it leveled out with 35s. Plenty of clearance. With these trucks, you can actually put 35s before putting a leveling kit. There's actually a lot of these 2020 and 2021s with the leveling kit and running 37s. However, he didn't want to do 37s because once you go that big at full lock, it will rub against the frame right there, and he didn't want to run into any issues rubbing. And I think 35s leveled out looked really good too, but these trucks are just so big. 35s don't look like 35s. 35s used to be really big, like what, 5-10 years ago. Now 35s are just normal because trucks are just getting bigger. Yeah, for comparison, that's 35s level, that's 37s with a 5-inch lift. So if you measure the differences, my truck sits about 7 inches taller than a leveled one. But like I said, you could put 37s on here and it won't be that much. It would be like a 5-inch difference between this and that, which makes sense because this has got a 5-inch lift. Finally got her all cleaned up. Yeah, earlier in the video, I missed a lot of spots because I was in a hurry. But, so this is a 5-inch lift with 37s. Honestly, right now, I do plan on going higher, probably like a 12-inch lift. Rough Country did send me some shocks. They sent me their Vortex shocks, so I'll be replacing their regular shocks with their Vortex shocks, so keep on the lookout for that. And eventually, I think my dad really likes this setup, the way this sits. He doesn't like the offset wheels, so we're probably going to keep his factory Denali wheels and put some 37s, which is going to give it that Bubba look, which is really popular right now. And so yeah, I think he's going to be taking my 5-inch lift and putting 37s on it, and eventually I'll be doing a 12-inch lift with some 40s and possibly 42s. This truck doesn't look that big. What I mean by that is my LML had a 7 to 9-inch lift with 37s. I want to say this truck probably sits just as high as my LML, and for some reason my LML legit felt like it was a lifted truck, but this kind of just seems normal. Like, it doesn't seem like a huge lifted truck for some reason to me. Maybe I just got used to it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Here we have the Vortex shocks from Rough Country. These are stout. Wow. Yeah, keep on the lookout for, look at that. Keep on the lookout for install video / a review video, because I am super stoked. These shocks by themselves, they're actually more expensive than 90% of their lift kits. These are $1,600 for the shocks for a set of 4. And these are to compete with Fox 2.5 shocks. So it's not even to compete with Fox 2.0s. It's to compete with Fox 2.5. Just look how big these are. And also, the reservoir on here is crazy. And it's got 8 little dials. 1 being the softest and 8 being the stiffest. I think I'm going to probably set the front at like 3. And put the rear at 1. I think a lot of you guys would be curious to see how these Vortex shocks perform too, because $1,600 shock from Rough Country is kind of like unheard of. Another thing to keep on the lookout for is, wow, look at these. These look so good. Smoked out fender flare lights from Boost Auto Parts. I'm really excited for these because I'm gonna paint the fender flares, and it's gonna be gloss black instead of that plastic black that fades and it just doesn't look good. So if we look, oh my god, it's gonna match these so good. And I went with their, let's see, non-switchback option, because to be honest with you guys, these are plug and play. And I didn't want to have to do any kind of extra wires on the new truck. I just want to kind of keep it as simple as possible. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to do any kind of switchbacks in the mirrors and switchbacks in the cab lights. Although I do like the way the white LEDs look. The amber look has really grown on me. I don't want to be doing any kind of like extra wiring on the new truck for some reason. Eventually, maybe I'll get to the point of that. But yeah, super stout. I'm really excited for these. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are excited for the review video of the Rough Country Vortex shocks. Also, check out the new merch that just dropped. Got the logo on the side. Make diesel trucks delete it again. So if you agree with that statement, link will be in the description below. You can get 15% off right now if you use the special code 15OFF. It'll still get you 30 entries for our Kryptonite giveaway. This giveaway is going to be a double entry, so you enter once, you get the opportunity to win 2 products. And we've got that one, Tune, Delete, Whistle. With the logo on the side, this logo is going to be a little bit different than the white shirt. But yeah, this will get you 30 entries as well, and you can get 15% off right now. So go get entered. Let me know in the comments below if you entered or not, but I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Peace.